There is a sleeping dog in my bed, quietly turning over with the exception of his collar. This isn't new. He's been sleeping a while. While I am now awake and thinking, I don't bother. I'll be allowed to drink coffee and wake up if I don't, so some peace will be had and we'll both be happy. There's a vigilance in his ways, territorial and bright, but no feelings unless scolded and kicked around. I don't really think about the sleeping dog in my bed now. There are other things to be considered. I don't care about myself, but there are things to be considered by me to make a day out of. How much time, how many times, how long until. These things become useless. I want to drink and maybe eat some dessert. I think that's it, actually. Okay, this is a bit longer, so bear with me. Okay. This is called I Saw You Happen. There's a dream that I wake up from and search for. A hallucination creeping around the corner. Used to be that I would try to catch up to this in the mornings, walking down the hallway going to make coffee, and now there is a moment to myself in which it occurs to me that it's not real. Looking behind the coffee pot doesn't find anything but old grounds. Old particles that breath doesn't inhale. It's a mystery what eludes me here. A trap of time that forces close the shutters and moves us back to the bed we started in. When I saw you in the cracks of morning and summer's blisters, in the absence of thought, I saw you as nothing but pure heart, timeless in reverence. I still have nothing but this to think of. We walked to our cars and met later, not far, but later. I was with you while you had your favorite beer, and we talked a while about how this day was like any other. Hopeless in memory, these days are like any other. We became a pair of trees holding hands that looked like branches. I can see myself punching the clock right now, flying into work like a bird. I'm not a bird though. I'm barely a man. I misuse my time on the clock, dreaming of pure art or functionless time. There are consequences to this dreaming, leaving the day as an inactive sort of thing. I realize I'm no more pure than I was when I started, and now my own voice escapes me while punching down a wad of dough with my fist on the steel table. I saw you happen in the moment you stood in the kitchen and smiled. You were unsure how to cut a tomato while the knife shook in your hand. You didn't belong there, rather you were not there. You were trying to succeed or impress in a genuine way. To impress upon me that you knew we were there together and yet belonged somewhere else. Listening to old records and talking, as its men are crushed under a dull knife. I'm not sure where to put this, not in my pockets or in a cupboard. This would not fit. I suppose I have time to figure that out, probably. I don't need to replay the records and move on. These days are like any other, with you running along to another song, an oldie or something new. Thank you. And then I have one more. And it's called Past/Present. I remember you as you were, not thinking, not praying, just as you were. To think of this now seems antiquated. Divided into sections, your face would be a map of what was. The tender loneliness of wrinkles, dividing land that walking cannot separate. I am here where you wanted to be. The length of my arms will not reach where you are. That's all I got.